Hey everyone, I'm Sohail. In this video, I will show you an automation that research viral YouTube content automatically. It pulls top performing long form video, short form video, analyze the title, thumbnail, hook, transcript, and save everything neatly in a Google Sheet. It's all powered by n8n, and you can find all the resources used here in my Skool community or free resources I have linked in the description. Let's get into it. So let me give you a quick rundown of the automation. So every week at Sunday 7 a.m. automation will run fetch our competition or the channel we want to analyze. Then it will loop over this channel and scrape their YouTube content. Then it will filter out content in long form and in short form. After that, it will update channel stats if there is any difference in the channel growth. The long form will continue and it will analyze the title of the long form will continue and it will analyze the title of the video and the thumbnail, because those are the most important thing when someone is scrolling through the feed. And we could have analyzed the transcript of a video, but it could charge you a lot more compared to analyzing the short form transcript, because long form usually lasts for like 15-30 minutes, and transcribing that kind of video will consume a lot of resources. So you can do that. You can simply take this part from the below, which extract the transcript for the short video. You can add this particular node back to the long form if you want to have a transcript of the long form as well. Okay, so we analyze the title, we analyze the thumbnail, then we save. And for short form, we are going to analyze this transcript, the thumbnail of the video. So this transcript help us analyze few key factors, such as, let me open this in a bigger view. It help us analyze hook, body, CTA, analysis of hook, analysis of body, analysis of CTA. So these are the good factors we can track from the transcript itself, and then again everything is merged and updated in the short form content database. So let me give you a quick run to this automation and we will see how the entire thing works in actual environment. So before recording this video, I have already ran the entire automation because it takes time to run everything. So this is for the short form database. So these are the video IDs, because this is important for us, because based on this we are going to do the analysis or not do the analysis of existing videos. Then we have name of the creator, title of the video, URL of the short form content, then a thumbnail. If I open this, I can see the thumbnail that was used. Then we have image analysis, like it's a handwritten funnel instantly hits the business secret strategy. So if I go to image, there is a handwritten funnel there. Perfect. So image is analyzed perfectly. So when we connect our, let's say in version 2, LLM model to this Google Sheet, it can instantly suggest us what kind of thumbnail we should be making for our videos. Then we have views, how many views it got, likes, comment, the date it was posted on. Hook, the hook is like a lot of people see AI automation has the hype train and a big bubble, and I want to push back against that. So the hook is that, the body, the CTA, and the analysis of the hook. This is the important part, because this helps us understand why the hook performed well. It says the hook is a contrarian and concise. It challenges common belief that AI is just a hype, which create a curiosity and engage viewer to listen for the counter argument. It emotionally resonate with skeptic and clearly set the creator position, so it works well to grab attention. So this is the data which got analyzed and scraped using the automation. You can see there are like 60 records, and we have used like 5 creators for this analysis, and for the long form we have more data. So this is the kind of output you can expect from the automation itself. And then again, after analyzing the long form and the short form, it has generated a short summary of the long form content the creator is producing. The content focus on B2B business operations, sales, automation strategies. Recurring theme include AI automation, market saturation, sales process, client segment, and task optimization. And there are different patterns like to his hook, how is the performance matrices, like positioning frequency, how he often he post. Everything is there in this analysis. So let's build this automation from scratch. For a trigger, we are going to use a scheduled trigger. It will run each week at Sunday 7 p.m. So if you want to add a trigger, I will just delete and show you how you can add it. There are multiple options of adding a trigger. It can be triggered manually, on app event, on schedule. So we are going to use a scheduled trigger. If you click here, you get option of trigger interval. Will it be days, week, month, hours, minute, etc. For example, we are going to need a day, and we are going to need a week. and it will be on Sunday. You can select midnight or 7 p.m. am, whatever you want. For me, it will be 7 p.m. We'll zoom back, zoom in here. Then we are going to fetch our channels. For that, we are going to use Google Sheet. Go to Google Sheet and click on Get Rows. Get Rows is down below here. Okay. Then connect this, and you can find the Google Sheet I have used, a copy of it, and you can copy that and alter you want, or simply use that particular one. Just change the channel name to your desired channels. Select the name of the list, Google Sheet from the list after you copy it, and sheet will be channels. If I click execute, it will fetch me all the channels. Also, you can put a status if you want to run some channel who is pending, and after the analysis, it will marked as completed. For now, I have not put in a status because I want to run it for the entire thing. Then we are going to loop over each one of the items we received from the Google Sheet itself. I'm going to zoom back, delete this, delete this. Then if I execute this, the 5 items will be split it into a single item in a loop. Okay. I click plus, and I'm going to use Apify actor, and I'm going to use run an actor and get data set. And for actor, I'm going to use, let me see, what is the name of the actor? It's called YouTube profile scraper. YouTube transcript scraper. No, it's called, let me open this. So this is the actor, name is YouTube scraper. We go and search again. It is not showing me the result from the recent. Let me go get it by the ID. Okay, you can simply copy the ID like this and go to your n8n and paste the ID. We zoom back. The reason why it is not showing me in the list, because it was the automation I made a few days back, and since then I have used various different actors, so it's not coming in the recent actors. We are going to put a JSON payload, which will be something like this. I will explain you what everything means here. Here we are going to get a maximum results of 40. 40 maximum result is for long form video. Then we have maximum results shorts, that is for short videos. Obviously, we are going to sort video by popularity. Sorting order will be based on views, and then we have provided a dynamic channel URL. You can play around with these particular flags as well. These are the badges which each video has. Like some videos are recorded in 4K, so you can set the badge like I want videos which is only 4K. Just example. Okay, I will zoom back, and if I go and see, it will be expression, by the way. And now you can see there is a proper channel URL here, and I'm going to rename this node to YT scraper. Let me run this. So when you are running a for loop or just a loop, it's going to execute one item when you're working with it until you complete the entire loop. When you complete the entire loop, like you drag this and connect this back, it will run for all 5 items afterwards. But when you are working with it, it will only execute a single item. Once we received the item itself, I'm going to limit the channel limit to 1. Then I'm going to set some data for the channel. You can use set node for that. I'm going to set name, username, channel, description, join date, avatar, etc, etc. Okay. Then I'm going to use that data and update my Google Sheet. I'm going to use Google Sheet and use append or update row. Okay. This is connected. I'm going to save this. Then this is the part where it will update my channel stat, or the channel stat which is in my Google Sheet. Now let me filter out the content for my YT itself. And the reason why you might be thinking why I have put a limiter, because it is not returning me the channel data, it is returning me the data of the video, and each video contains channel data. So I'm going to just limit one video. Okay, one more thing, if you are working with Apify or any other services that consume a credit and running them consume time, I will tell you a trick. When the execution is completed, there will be a pin icon here. You simply click that, and the data which this particular configuration has produced will be pinned, and you can reuse them until you're in the development. I'm going to extend this node to short form and to the long form. So this is a filter node in n8n. Filter. It will help you filter out particular type of content. I will drag short form below and keep long form above. So what I have mentioned, the video type will be video. in the long form, and for the short form it will be shorts. Okay, long form it's video and short form it's shorts. This kind of videos will be filtered out and separated from the main data set. Then we are going to sort video based on the view count. So based on view count, LF means long form. View count descending, make sure to mark it as descending, because more often than not when I'm working with any client project or my personal project, I forget to change this order to ascend, like descending. It by default it is ascending, but mostly you are working with a scenario where you want the bigger or higher quantity value upwards. Okay, then I'm going to short my short form content as well based on the view itself. Then I'm going to limit some of the videos. I'm going to limit the videos to 20. Reason being, uh, even if I asked for a like 40 videos, after sorting I will get like top 20 videos, and that will yield a much better result in analysis as well as the research. But if you don't want to do that and you want to analyze the entire channel itself, you can remove this limit node entirely. So the execution is completed. Now I will pin the data, so it won't execute again and again. Now if I click this, it hasn't executed like the last time, and I will go and update my channel stats. Okay, channel name updated. Simply refresh this, and also make sure to add your credentials and the list document that you copied from the template itself. Okay, let me hit again. It should work. It has worked. Perfect. So this is the data it has saved. Now we have sorted out and filtered our long form as well as the short form content. Now we are going to use a AI agent. Now we will also focus on long form, then we will go to short form. We're going to use the AI agent. AI agent will analyze the title of the video. This is the prompt and this is the title I'm giving it. So if I hit previous node, I can see the title is full n8n full course 6 hours, build, sell AI automation plus agents. Perfect. I'll go back and I'm going to use a ChatGPT 5 mini model for this. And I'm using open router to facilitate the LLM. If I delete this, and you will see, you can use open router. If you have a open AI credits, you can use open AI. I prefer using open router because it allows me to use various different LLM models. Like for example, there is GPT, there are Claude, there are Gwen, like there are multiple model I can choose from various different providers. Now I'm going to extend this part and save the analysis what it has made into a set node. Reason why, because I want to merge everything into a single data output. So it will be title analysis. Then I'm going to use OpenAI, and from OpenAI, again OpenAI, I'm going to use analyze image. Let me extend this and do a image analysis. And we are going to do via URL. You have option via binary file. For binary file, you have to download the file, then provide it to the OpenAI. But since we have URL of the thumbnail, you can simply do by URLs. So this is the URL. Let's move forward, and we will set the analysis in again another set node. And let me see why it is must be connected to a chat module. It is connected. Okay, it will go away afterwards. It will set the image analysis. This was setting a title analysis. This will set image analysis, and then I'm going to filter out a few key data points for my long form video. That will be name, username, channel name, etc, etc. You can see, and I will connect this to my long form. Now all this data will be merged into a single output. 1, 2, and 3. And merge, for me what works best is by default it is on append mode. I use combine mode, then I use by position. And so what it does, for example, here I receive title analysis, then I receive image analysis, and I receive different video parameters. Since none of them are overlapping with each other, the name are totally different for each output variables. So it will be merged into a single object. Let me format. Since it is working for long form, I will go and start working with the short form video as well. I'm going to use another actor from Amplify, and it will be YouTube transcript extractor. This is the actor itself. ID is something like this. You can copy the ID or you can simply use from the list. And most of the agent I use in my automation are credit based, because those are the best model you can use, credit based model. And some model are on the rent, but I use model slash actor, which is work on credit or event base, right? The transcript will be downloaded. Let me do the image analysis part. It is same for short form as well. And setting the video params or stats, it will be same like the long form. Now I'm going to again make a AI agent which is going to analyze my transcript and compose me few things like I shown you in the earlier part. It will be hook, body, CTA, hook analysis, body analysis, and CTA analysis. Get back, and everything will be stored nicely in another. Okay, let me see. Is it the right thing? No, this. Oh yeah, it is the right thing. The hook, body, CTA, hook analysis, body analysis, and CTA analysis. Perfect. Now again, I'm going to merge everything back into a single output. Let me format it. Then whatever result I receive, I'm going to update that into my Google Sheet for short form and long form. So this is long form and this is short form. Sorry for zooming this much out, but just bear with me. I will zooming it again. Save. Control Shift T, I guess. It will format my workflow. So we are back, and this is the kind of output it has produced. It has produced title analysis, it has produced image analysis, and other data regarding the video. That is video ID, username, channel name, title, etc. Views, likes, and everything then is stored in the Google Sheet. If the ID exists in the database, it will get updated. If not, it will be added in the Google Sheets. So make sure to use append or update option. That's it for this automation. If you want more automation like this bundle in a one place, you can join our Skool community. It also includes a weekly call with me where we break down how this AI system works, how to price them for your client, and how to use AI in real workflow. And if you want resources for this video, I have linked a free resource in the description. You can check that out. Also, do make sure to like the video, comment any feedback you have for me, and subscribe to our channel. And I will see you in another automation. Bye.